Happy morning, dear friends. Here's Dr. Rajanta. Welcome to Demystify with Ajay. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss on matrix inverse. The matrix inverse is central to solving matrix equations in practical applications, including fitting statistical model to data. Okay, before going on to the discussion, let me just include the necessary libraries, import the NumPy library and assign it as like alias NP. And next it is for matplotlib. Yes, dear friends, this imports the plotting module pyplot from matplotlib and aliases as PLT. And dear friends, of course, we are also including this import Hilbert. Yes, this is exact functions to create Hilbert matrices for numerical analysis and stability testing. And yes, dear friends, we have included the warnings. Yes, this imports Python's built-in warnings modules, so which allow control over warning messages generated during execution. And yes, we have just included the default parameters. Yes, for the font size and enabling the grids and setting the transparency of the grid lines to 30%. And of course, the font size for all text in plot to 12 points. Yes, and yeah, closing the dictionary and applies all the configuration updates. We have just, let me include this and execute this. Yes, of course, we have the version as NumPy version with 2.3.5. Moore-Penrose pseudo-inverse. Difference, every matrix has a pseudo-inverse regardless of its shape and rank. If the matrix is square full rank, then its pseudo-inverse equals its full inverse. Likewise, if the matrix is non-square and has its maximum possible rank, then the pseudo-inverse equals its left inverse. Left inverse for the tall matrix or its right inverse for a wide matrix. But a reduced rank matrix still has a pseudo-inverse, in which case the pseudo-inverse transforms the singular matrix into another matrix that is close but not equal to the identity matrix. Dear friends, this one is very much important. Let me just discuss this with an coding. Here, this exact code systematically compares how this Moore-Penrose pseudo-inverse, that is A projection, helps behaves across different matrix types and verifies its defining property. And here we are just going to have 4 different matrices. Yes, it is a square singular, square full rank, tall inverse, and wide. Sorry, tall matrix and wide matrix, where tall it is left inverse and wide it is right inverse. Okay, and kindly just observe, dear friends, this exact dictionary, it's just going to create a test case. This square, it is a 2 into 2 matrix, and square full rank, of course, that is also a 2 into 2 matrix. When coming towards this tall matrix, it has a 5 into 3 matrix, and wider, of course, it is 3 into 5 matrix. Okay, so let me just discuss one by one, and here let me compute the pseudo inverse. Okay, so let me just compute the pseudo inverse here by using this, and this exactly uses SVD internally. It works for all matrices regardless of any shapes or rank. And let me just identify the key product functionalities, that is A multiple by A plus. Theoretically, we just say A plus, which is equal to the projection of column space matrix. Okay, so projection onto the column space of A, and here we are just going to have an error measurement. Okay, so we are just going to have an error measurement where this compares whether it is A plus 2 identity. And this can be happened by using a Frobenius norm functionality. We have already discussed about the Frobenius norms. Anyhow, I let you know about this Frobenius norm equation, and this one summation of Ij of m sub Ij the square. Okay, so this one we are just going to have it as like an error measurement. And let me just going to have each and everything as a case interpretation. So case by case, we are just going to identify the rank and projection, and then towards the error functionalities. Okay, let I execute and let me just see the resultant. So kindly just observe, dear friends, here what we just get towards this functionality, square matrix. The shape, it is 2 into 2. The rank, it is 1. rank 1 it is less than 2. And kindly just observe whether it is invertible. No, it is not. Okay, it is not invertible. And yes, it is an identity matrix that is acceptable. So when on just making the square singular, kindly just see here the exact rank. Of course, we have 2 into 2 matrix, but we have the rank is 1. So rank is less than the full matrix. And here when coming towards this A and A plus, that is the projection, actually it is not an identity. Okay, so it is not an identity. So let I just specify it is not an identity. And how about the error? Of course, the error it is greater than 0. Okay, so this is what the square matrix. Okay, let me just move on to the next one, square full rank. So from this what we just have, yes, shape 2 into 2 and the rank is also 2. So here, yes, both the things are equal. So when we just specify A projection which is equal to A inverse, and to the same A into A plus which is equal to identity. So the result is true. Okay, and here when we just specify whether the true inverse exists, of course here it is true. Okay, now let me just move on to the next one, full column matrix. Okay, so yes, here A plus which is equal to A transpose A, the whole inverse in multiple by A transpose. So in such a case, when on just specifying towards this A plus, the projection onto 3D subspace of R5. R5 in the sense, of course, here we just have shape as 5, 3. Towards the column, it is rank 3. And towards identity, of course, it is not an identity. And error, of course, it is greater than 0. And let me just move on to the full row rank. Full row rank, of course, it is wide full row rank. Okay, kindly just observe here it is A plus which is equal to A transpose multiple by A transpose the whole inverse. And here kindly just observe, dear friends, here it is 3 into 5 and the rank is 3. So A into A plus which is equal to identity of 3 into 3 matrix, and towards the error, of course, error which is equal to 0. And you would have small confusion when to use this A plus and towards this A plus which is equal to identity. Yes, let I just give you a small thing, dear friends. See, A plus which is equal to I. If A has a full row rank, kindly use this. And if you are going with A plus A which is equal to I, so kindly just make use this of full column rank. Don't get confusion. Okay. So A plus, it is exactly projection onto column space, and here it projection onto row space. Okay. And dear friends, this both are pseudo inverse satisfies. And this one, kindly just see here, pseudo inverse behaves like an inverse wherever possible and like a projection otherwise. Hope I think this exact session it would be useful. So kindly like this video, share it with someone starting their data science or machine learning or generative AI journey, and subscribe to Demystify with Ajay for more such real world explanation. Thanks for watching, dear friends. See you in the next video.